Did we all literally just get rugged by the president of the United States with a strategic Bitcoin reserve in which they're not buying any Bitcoin, but they're not selling what they have? That's pretty much what everyone is thinking right now. And you're not wrong in thinking that that's not necessarily a bullish outcome, especially one that we were kind of hoping for. To say that the news is underwhelming, I mean, the chart, again, tells the story every single time. On the 5-minute time frame, you can see here right when the announcement was shared at 9:15 a.m. my time, and the price of Bitcoin fell from 90K all the way down here to 84K. It has come back up because its initial sell the news event. But is this really going to be a bearish thing for Bitcoin long term? Is this a bullish thing? We're going to be looking at this interesting post from David Sachs, as well as some other ways to analyze this information from Eleanor Terrett. But before I get there, my name is Aaron Dishner, and I'm from The Better Traders, and you're watching the Coin Bureau Trading channel. There are tons of fantastic videos and content that I am sharing, as well as Dan, the Coin Bureau analyst, the official analyst that's on staff. So there are tons of great videos on this channel, and this video is going to go into some breaking news, so get ready. First off, underwhelming does not begin to express my feelings right now. Confused. Unsure of what's going to be happening. More on the confused side, but unsure, not so much. And I think a lot of you are initially panicking because the price panicked. Why did the price sell off? Well, because the main problem with this whole announcement is that the US will not sell any Bitcoin deposited into the reserve, which is a good thing. You would read that and think, oh, okay, so why is the price of BTC selling off? Premature sales of Bitcoin have already cost US taxpayers over $17 billion in lost value because they sold coins over the last several years instead of holding on to them. Now, the thing about this is that there are some glimmers of hope here. The Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided that these strategies have no incremental costs to American taxpayers. That's actually a reasonable way to do it. But the problem that a lot of people have with this whole thing is this: the government will not acquire additional assets for the stockpile beyond those obtained through forfeiture proceedings. Basically, they're saying over and over that they're not at this time looking to raise capital to buy Bitcoin, to buy Ethereum, to buy Solana, to buy XRP, all these other tokens. They're basically creating this reserve and stockpile with assets that have already been forfeited, whether through criminal or civil proceedings. They're not buying yet. Now, the one glimmer of hope is that the Secretaries of the Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, but that's going to take some time to develop. At first glance, this sounds frustrating because we've all been told and teased by Michael Saylor, by Senator Lutnick, by Bessent, by Senator, did I say Senator Lummis, Michael Saylor, everybody, everyone's saying Bitcoin strategic reserve is coming, guys. It's going to be so great. You guys can't wait. It's big news, and always big with the Bitcoin B. And then we get this. Now, it's a little bit weird, again, timing-wise. Why share this news? Why sign an executive order today when tomorrow there's supposed to be this first ever White House crypto summit? And by the way, just a reminder, to this crypto summit, many, many, many people are invited to the crypto summit. It's not just people in the White House. It's people that are representing other companies like Brad Garlinghouse, Charles Hoskinson, Vitalik Buterin's going to be there. Why is he going to be there? For Solana, for even Chainlink. There's going to be lots of representatives from cryptocurrency developers, thought leaders, CEOs. Why are they doing this now if they've just shared the fact that they're not really looking to buy? The glimmer of hope in all of this is this little nugget that they are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, but it doesn't say anything about the other digital assets. Yes, in addition, the executive order establishes a U.S. digital asset stockpile, everything except Bitcoin, consisting of digital assets other than Bitcoin forfeited in criminal or civil proceedings. I don't really know how much XRP, Ethereum, Solana, blah, 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 ADA, the government has seized. They haven't really made that information public. But still, it's a little bit discouraging. And again, the chart tells the story every time. Now, you're going to get two sides of this coin right now. You're going to get all of the people that are in love with Bitcoin and crypto, and they're saying, guys, chill out. Everything is gold and everything is fine. This is our golden bull run. This is good. The orange man, the man in power who calls the shots and signs executive orders with a signature that looks like a stenograph, is saying, yes, we're going to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So chill out, stop selling, everything's golden, everything is fine. We also see a recent video of Michael Saylor. I should have prepped it. In a recent interview, he's literally grinning like a schoolboy at a swimming pool with a bunch of teenage girls. Like, he is so happy, and you can he usually does not look like that in his interviews, but this one, he's looking like, here we go, guys, here we go. Hold it together, right? And then we get everybody else on the other side. This is bearish. This is bad. They're not buying Bitcoin. They're not going to be doing this. They're not going to be doing that. This stinks. This is going to ruin it. And that's how the market is behaving right now. The market is leaning more towards a very negative outcome, seeing Bitcoin dump and Ethereum following just a little bit, Solana selling off, AVAX, Near, Ondo, Link. But I mean, honestly, the list goes on. There's still lots of other cryptocurrencies that are very red today after this bearish news. So which is it? Which side am I personally on? Well, I'm on the side of the market. If the market is showing a lot of fear and panic, well, I'm going to be going with the market. It doesn't make sense to go against what the market, which is the source of truth when it comes down to all of this, says. If the market is bearish and falling, well, that's too bad. But this is only a short-term dip. This is not the start of a long-term bear market. Don't throw the screen. Don't throw stuff at me. It hurts, okay? No, but seriously, a lot of people have already given up hope. I haven't yet. I still believe that this is going to be a very, very good year. I still have a bullish target of $173,000 by November of this year. I know you've already thrown the computer and now you can hit it again with a hammer if you want. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think it makes the most sense. So short-term pain does not mean that we are going to experience long-term pain here. Not at all. Now let's look at some other logical outcomes as far as price action goes here on the 4-hour time frame. For one, we have been watching this overhead trend line for way too long. I am done with this trend line. And it's actually, it hasn't even been a whole month. Oh wait, no, it has been. Okay, thank God. It's been 45 days of this awful downtrend ever since 109K. Now, here's the thing that's really good. We do have a couple of good things happening. For one, we had this majestic pop on Sunday. I know the timing was terrible. And yes, it reverted, it closed the gap, and it's since gone back up and it's back down. But what are you seeing right now that looks good? Because I'm seeing lower lows. I'm sorry, that was the wrong way to say it. Higher lows. Lower lows would be very bad. So the fact that we're seeing higher lows, even though this is super duper short term, 4 hours not a great time to start charting on, but higher lows is a good sign. The fact that even on the bearish news, we didn't see this low absolutely puke down here. It's good. This is actually showing me that there is bearish, or not bearish, there is bullish, gosh, getting my terms all mixed up on you guys. There is bullish buying support and there's pressure in this range right here, which is good. We're getting these stair steps up, which is a good thing. Seeing higher lows is great. Now we're seeing lower highs. That's not great. So what's inevitably going to be happening right here is a wedge formation. And these wedges literally have one direction to go or another. And the fact that we've been in a downtrend, it's not a good outcome, guys. The textbook definition of this, we should be going lower. Just so you know, that's not the way I want to see us go, but that's just how we read it. This trend line, most people aren't paying attention to this. Most people aren't using the resistance fan technique that I use. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and just kill it. And let's take care of this one. The real target that Bitcoin has to reach in order for things to switch and flip bullish is way up here at $95,000. $95,000 feels like it's so far away when literally just 2 months ago, we were over $100,000. The sentiment has shifted so much. There's been so much bearish news and whippy price action that is literally slicing and dicing our portfolios better than a sushi chef. But the truth is that we have a really good chance of at least testing this overhead resistance level. This right here was a test of resistance. That's good. This right here, nope, not close enough. What we want to see is the price of BTC make a higher high, shooting up here to 94K, hitting this line, ideally testing it. Now, let's say, just to play devil's advocate, what if tomorrow in the White House Crypto Summit, there's more news that's shared? Instead of it just being like, okay, it's going to be like every other crypto conference where it's just a bunch of companies talking about all the good stuff they're doing and all the retail people are going, okay, so how does that help us? What I'm really hoping for is a lot of good news to come. Again, we have this mysterious ETH handle person that's changed their name to March 7 that made a whole lot of money, like $5 million off of like a 50x leverage position, which is insane for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, they still have it as March 7. March 7 is supposed to be a good event, but what is this nonsense garbage that we're seeing? Again, the reality is that if you've been paying attention to my videos, even if you took the 15 minutes to just watch that video that I've shared over and over on these 3 crypto trading strategies that I use to make money even now, I'm making money even now. This is how I trade. The volatility, like it or not, ladies and gents, this is how we make money as traders. I know a lot of you just want to buy and hold as an asset just goes up and up and up. That would be easy, you'd think, but it's actually harder to hold one of those positions that's going higher and higher. But what I want you to know is that we are not really bullish until BTC breaks above this line and ideally gets above $100,000. There's still so much overhead resistance that BTC really has to push above in order for things to get bullish. Now, a couple of things that are important to keep an eye on. For one, on-balance volume broke support. Not a good look on the 4-hour. It's a little bit weak, so let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, on-balance volume, we flip the script, has yet to break above support. And this support level has been in play ever since November. It's significant. I believe it's going to happen. I believe we're going to see on-balance volume shoot above that, but it's going to take a lot more bullish buying volume and green candles. Now, as far as price action goes on the daily time frame, the price of BTC wicked right here into this green dotted line. This is TBO support at 85,000. So it's actually a really good sign. But because Bitcoin is below the daily cloud, it's still strong bearish. We really want to see the price of BTC close inside of the cloud, which would be a signal of bullish consolidation and ideally pushing way up here back above the cloud. That would be even better, but it's going to take a little bit longer for that to happen, unfortunately. Now, if you watched my video that I shared, and I have to pull it up over here. Here we go. This one, you have to see this chart, Bitcoin's next critical move. This is a really, really simple video to talk about a really simple chart, which is BVOL 7D. It's one of my favorite charts to watch. It did not start falling today, but it's actually flashing a signal that I'm even more excited about. This white dot is a TBO breakout, just like these breakouts and just like these breakouts that literally are signaling the top. Now, I know there's a lot of volatility left for Bitcoin to possibly undergo over the next 24 hours with the Crypto White House Summit, whatever it is, the White House Crypto Summit. But this is a great sign. And again, we started to see signs of a recovery for a lot of these others. A lot of the top 10 and top 20, top 50 coins were starting to flip green and be bullish again, which is good. I still expect that scenario, that outcome to happen. Now, because of the short-term panic and fear that we just saw, of course, we got a spike up on stablecoin dominance. But are we seeing that reflected in RSI? Nope. There's no fear really there. We're not seeing it shoot all the way up to 70. No, it's a nothing burger. Eventually, it's going to fall down. And I still believe that we're going to see stablecoin dominance collapse, but it's taking longer than usual. Now, what about everything else? Ethereum still has a critical price point to defend. It needs to close and stay above 2150. If it closes below 2150, it is a bad look for Ethereum. It is still admittedly strong bearish. I don't like how Ethereum looks. Does that mean I'm selling it? No, I'm still holding it. Now, the one good thing that we're seeing so far, and we haven't seen this in a long time, and it's still a little bit too early because we just started the daily candle. We still have like 20 more hours left, but we have a low here at 1993. Good year. It's a vintage year. And I'm saying that 1993 is a vintage year now, but we have a low here. We have a higher low at what? 2101, which is great. Having a higher low, and if that low is held today, that is a great way to start going into the weekend. While we might make a new CME gap for Ethereum, I believe all of us are ready to see a nice increase of Ethereum. We did see a nice hopium pump back over here on Sunday. Again, it's confusing. Why is Vitalik Buterin being invited to this crypto summit at the White House? Because he's not even a US citizen, but he's Ethereum, and World Liberty Financial keeps buying Ethereum. Mixed signals, anybody? Make communism great again. Isn't he the guy that said that? Solana was starting to make some nice recovery moves yesterday and moved up to 153, almost making a test on overhead resistance. And then it got smacked down. But the day's candle literally just got started. But what do you see? As the nice Christmas carol goes, do you see what I see? I see 3 higher lows, which is bullish to me. That's great. Similar to BTC, seeing 3 higher lows is a good sign of support. It means that there are people that are looking at the price falling and they're saying, well, it's not going to go that low. We're going to keep buying. And the fact that it has all these lower wicks too is great. The fact that there's a lower wick right here is great. Could Solana still go down? It could. But I think this is just short-term fear, and now we're seeing this as a dip buy opportunity, and probably we're going to see Solana go up higher. But it needs to do a lot more in terms of volume. It is holding TBO support, which is great, but it needs to shoot above this line. It really does. AVAX, Avalanche, this is another coin that is connected to tonight's event. Apparently, AVAX and NEAR, both of these are showing bullish reversal signals. AVAX and NEAR, similar stories. But everything is just chop city right now. Everything is still strong bearish below the TBO. So it's not looking amazing, in my opinion. Looking at Ondo, we have a TBT bullish divergence signal with a nice pump that we saw, on Wednesday. Price shot up all the way to $1.20 and it's coming back down right there to TBO support yet again. So again, looking at the TBO, it's still strong bearish below the cloud. We did see just now a higher low, but this 4-hour period is just getting started. And then Link, interestingly enough, I don't have the tweet or the post on X, however you call it now, queued up, but Eleanor Terrett also shared a new revised guest list, and including I don't remember his name, but the guy who is behind Chainlink is also invited, which is a good sign. Has TBT bullish divergence signals here. Price actually closed inside the cloud, which is great. On balance volume is above the white moving average. We're seeing some good signs here. It still has a long way to go to make up lost ground. But really, it's about how is the market going to react to this news, especially as we see how things develop throughout the day. If Bitcoin can continue to hold this range and not revisit this low, not make a lower low, but keep this higher low structure in place until we get news and updates about what's happening, what's coming our way with this White House crypto summit thing tomorrow, oh man, hopefully things will change for the better. Now, there's a lot of information that's in the description of this description of this video down below, talking about different exchanges that you can use for trading. Right now is an amazing time to be a crypto trader because volatility is the lifeblood of any trader. If you want a KYC option, or rather a non-KYC option, CoinCatch, 2Bit are both good exchanges that you can use that do not require a KYC, know your customer form. Bybit is one that I use. I love trading on Bybit, both on their futures and also on the spot market. You get some bonuses when you click these guys, but there's also a lot of other deals here on the Coin Bureau deals link. And when you click that, it's going to bring you over here. Again, you're going to see the same stuff that you see in the description, but there's more information, more options, more exchanges, all that good stuff. Now, there's one other thing I want to draw your attention to. The Better Traders, my business, has partnered with Coin Bureau, which is awesome. And now you can get a 10% discount on our introductory or intermediate course, which is called 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. You click the link, you go over here to our site, and you can learn more about the course, but essentially it talks about automated and active trading using AllTrading, which I've shared in several videos here on this channel. The main thing you need to take away from this video: when the market experiences news that they don't like, understand that the market is a reflection of everyone's expectations. There's nothing wrong with the market panic selling, and we don't know the full story yet. I still feel like they're withholding information. To see Michael Saylor so giddy, to see Senator Lummis continually using the Bitcoin B in all of her posts, to see all this bullish stuff happening, yet nothing is really coming to light yet. I feel like they're holding something from us for tonight's White House Crypto Summit. I am very interested to see what's going to happen. But again, cautiously optimistic. This feels like a buy the rumors, sell the news event, especially with this new executive order that's signed. But I'm really curious to know what you all think. Leave a comment down below. And after this video, I want you to watch the video where I talk about how to use BVOL7D. This is a great reversal indicator that you can use. I'm going to walk you through why I think it's topped out and what I think is going to happen after it tops out. So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.